Village DRB, you are live.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome. I call to order the Design Review Board for Tuesday, July 18, 2023. The first item on our agenda are the minutes of June 6th. Do we have any questions or corrections? If not, I would entertain a motion to approve. Do I have that motion?
Let me get a motion.
Cheryl, thank you. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Great. The next item on the agenda are the minutes of June 20th. Do I have any corrections or questions? If not, then I would entertain a motion to approve. Do I have that motion?
I'll make a motion.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Great. The next item is the Commercial District, San Ambrose, 66 Newtown Lane. Is the applicant present? Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning. Okay. If you just state your name and tell us what you'd like to do.
I'm Steven. I'm the facilities manager.
My name is Jorge. I'm the general manager.
Thank you. And what would you like to do there?
To add planters in front of the restaurant.
Okay. And we have pictures of them.
And dimensions and.
Okay. Tom, any comments on these? Tell me.
Not in particular. I mean,
Okay.
like I had mentioned in the past, the,
Shirley. Shirley.
Excuse me, Tom Prieto,
Yes.
Building inspector. Good morning, Mr. Caruso, members of the board. So it's getting a bit crowded in the area there.
Okay.
But I think maybe the planters may, in some aspects, calm that somewhat because it sections it off.
Okay.
And keeps it
More private.
to an area. Yeah. Our ultimate goal is to keep that sidewalk clear. There's a crosswalk right there, and we want, a successful business, and we want a safe village as well.
Okay, thank you. So it fits within the guidelines. Billy Hajek, any comments? No? Okay. Board members, then, do I have a motion to approve the application?
Is there any height?
Are they the same as the ones that are existing on the right?
Yes. Oh, yeah, there are. They're
17 inches high.
17 inches high. Okay, I don't see any problem with that. So do I have a motion to approve?
Make a motion.
Thank you, Kate. Do I have a second?
A second.
Cheryl, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, then, thank you, gentlemen. The next item is the number 6 Woods Lane Holding. Just introduce yourself and tell us what you'd like to do.
Hi, I'm Adam Sanda. I'm the owner of 6 Woods Lane.
Thank you.
About 3 years ago, we bought the home. We've done an extensive renovation of the house, top to bottom, a multi-million-dollar renovation. We've done everything historically correct on the outside. We know the house has a lot of provenance in the city. It's the reason I bought it. We've got a 1700s barn that we're finalizing now and fully restoring. We have done everything in that house at the highest level. The diamond room, everyone sees the diamonds. We had a glazer there for 6 months, hand cutting 1,700 new pieces of glass, refinishing everything. So we're just about done. We have one problem that's plagued us, and I've debated for 2 years, which is our driveway. The owner 30 years ago put in a European-style cobblestone driveway. The driveway was not maintained. It's under incredible disrepair. We've had lots of people come to look at it. I've got a lot of pictures. The problem we have is because it is so pitted, all of the grout is eroded. You can't just put new grout on the old grout. We've got one of the oldest beech trees in the city, in the town, hundreds of years old. Very sensitive roots under the driveway where it is worse. It's a huge tripping hazard. So we've got 2 problems, really. An aesthetic problem, right? The house is done. I don't know if you guys have driven by a lot, but we've put in handmade Bevlo gas lanterns on the entire perimeter. We've rebuilt a mahogany fence to mimic the old fence, but all from scratch. So we're running gas lanterns. We're doing landscaping to really beautify it. Not touching the house itself, but this driveway is a real problem. So we have an aesthetic problem.
So in other words, what's separating the Belgian block is cement. It's not sand within the ground.
Exactly. So they are in there. So
So
we.
they'd have to be taken out, okay.
So we've already done that. So we had approval already to do he built 2 really long walkways. The property's 3 acres with the Belgian block. It was really badly eroded, so we got the approval to remove it and put in the gravel, which we did about a year ago. Because it's not walkable. So I've got pictures to show you. One, when it rains, we have 2-inch. The grout is now eroded to 2 inches. So it fills up with water, and you're carefully walking on stones because it's got a lot of water. And I have measurements to show you. But it's a massive tripping hazard. My father's 82. He can't walk across to get from the cottage to the yard. Multiple people have tripped. You've got to walk very carefully because your toe gets caught. The stones are all uneven.
Okay.
So they're cemented in. Underneath the cement is heating that's never worked. And then a lot of cement. So you can't remove it. So we've had everyone there to look at it, and we came to you guys, I think someone, I don't know who, that's why I wanted to come myself, came to just said, we've tested it, and the best way is just to put gravel. Now, I've always wanted a house in the Hamptons, I've always wanted gravel. My mother said she'd kill me if I took out the blocks until she saw them and came there to visit, and she's like, you can't walk. So from an aesthetic point of view, I think the house will look nicer with traditional gravel. It's more in touch with every house in the neighborhood. I'm going to leave the Belgian block in the apron from the gate to the road, so there's no aesthetic change. It's still there, and I think so the tires don't spin. It's good. But we have 3 acres, a lot of driveway, and it's pretty bad. I'm happy to show you guys photos, but that's like a typical rain will gather water constantly, mud, but this is we've got 2 inches everywhere.
Well, it can't be level, that's the reason.
It can't be.
Yeah.
It
So,
can't be.
okay, thank you then. Tom, any,
No,
okay?
thank you, no real comments.
Okay.
I mean, again, it's more of a,
Yes, well,
Three
I
or four
could
things.
see your position, and, before, I don't think anything was really properly explained.
No, they didn't explain
Thank
anything.
you
They just,
for explaining it.
Yeah, of
So
course.
I,
Was this at this June meeting that I missed? Did this come up once before?
Yeah, we, you know what, I think a landscaper came here.
No.
yeah, they didn't.
No
No
one
one came?
appeared on your
So no one
behalf.
explained
No,
it?
nobody was actually here.
And like normally you'd say, why would you cover Belgian block? Even though it's not really, to me, Hamptons, but it was, from the pictures, gorgeous, but
Right.
not usable.
Well, what you're saying makes total sense. So
Yeah.
I personally have no problem with it, and the fact that you're going to go ahead and maintain the Belgian block from the road to your gates, I have no problem with that. So do I have a motion to approve the application?
I'll make that motion.
I have a second?
For a second.
Thank you.
Okay,
It's
thanks so
approved.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome. The next item on the agenda is Guild Hall of East Hampton, 158 Main Street. There's a sculpture.
Mr. Chairman, they had a last-minute appointment, but I suggested that they stay on the agenda. They would have moved to August 1st because it's something that the board has approved in the past.
We have, it
So
does
it's-
look familiar, yes.
Yes.
So I have no problem with the sculpture. I'm glad it's kind of back again, and I think we approved it last time for 6 months, something like that.
That, I didn't look it up, but
Yeah, okay, so
They wanted for-
it was for 6 months, so why don't we do this? Why don't, I have no problem with the sculpture, I love the sculpture, and why don't I make a motion, do I have a motion to approve the sculpture for 6 months?
Does that go in the same spot?
It's going exactly in the same spot with the same uplighting. Well, do I have a motion? Do I have a,
I'll make the motion.
okay, thank you. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Great. That concludes our agenda for today. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion.
Cheryl, thank you. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Great, thank you. See